the blue of the night meets the gold of the day. Someone wait for me.
With Augustin Forrest, Peter Bass, Jerry Beers, and Bing Sketch, the top-notch swing and swing King Cole Trio, and the recent discovery sings the brilliant soprano Florence Alba, the young San Francisco girl who makes her first appearance anywhere this evening here in the hall. Incidentally, Bing, were you ever discovered?
Not exactly, but any day now I expect to be found out.
No, I mean, when you first began to croon, there must have been some older, more experienced person who told you what to do.
Well, my brothers did, but I wouldn't go there. Not me.
I'm a little on the lonely, a little on the lonely side. I keep thinking of you only, wishing you were by my side. You know, my dear, when you're not here, no one to romance with. So if I'm seen with someone else, just someone to dance with. Every letter that you send me, I read a dozen times or more. Any wonder that I love you more and more? Oh, how I miss your tender kiss, long to hold you tight. I'm a little on the lonely side tonight. Oh, how I miss your tender kiss, long to hold you tight. I'm a little on the lonely side tonight.
While our engaging chanteuse, Eugenie Baird, moves herself up for a soothing interpretation of Johnny Mercer's newest hit, a ditty, Eclept. Love that word, Eclept. What does it mean, I wonder? Anyhow, the song's name is Dream. A brief dispatch first from our chap in charge of the chow here.
We all know why it's patriotic these days to tighten our belts, as the saying goes. But let's not forget that one of the best ways to do that is to use wisely the foods we have. For instance, when you're able to get a package of Kraft's delicious cheese food, Velveeta, remember what a very nutritious food it is. Use your precious Velveeta to put working power in lunchbox meals and to help you with the main dish problem. Smooth melting Velveeta, you know, is one of the protein foods. It also helps supply food energy, milk minerals, vitamin A, and riboflavin. All this genuine Velveeta gives you, plus a rich yet mild cheddar cheese flavor everybody likes. Watch for Velveeta at the food store. And when you do get Velveeta, use it wisely.
The smoke rings rise through the air. You'll find your share of memories there. So deep when the day is through. Dream come true. Things never are as bad as they seem. So dream, darling,
Mighty Mercer has another hit there, and you do it well, too, Eugenie. Riding through here, the Charioteers, in a reverent mood, bring us a favorite and traditional spiritual, By and By.
Hallelujah, by and by, oh, when the morning comes, all the saints of God together in hall, we will tell the story how we'll overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by.
Trials darken every hand, and I cannot understand all the ways the Lord will lead me through this dark and dreary land. But I'm trusting in His might, and according to His word, oh, I'll
Understand it better by and by. By and by, oh, when the morning comes, all the saints of God together in hall, we will tell the story how we'll overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by.
Now temptation's hidden snares often take us unaware, and we're all times made to bleed on a thoughtless word of deed, and we wonder by the truth when we try to do our best, but we'll
Understand it better by and by. By and by, oh, when the morning comes, all the saints of God together in hall, tell the story how we'll overcome, and we'll understand it better by and by.
Mighty fine, men, mighty fine. Thank you a lot. Comes now the agreeable opportunity to introduce a young lady who is making her initial appearance as a professional vocalist. I make no pretense myself of understanding opera or classical music, but when it's done well, I certainly enjoy it very much. I believe you'll agree that Florence Alba from San Francisco does it well. Florence, tell me what decided you originally to study for opera.
Well, Bing, frankly, my first teacher had the feeling there are too many popular singers.
You know, sometimes lately I've had that same feeling.
Then, too, when I was a little girl, I always thought it would be nice to have an opera singer in the family.
That's a switch. I always thought it'd be nice to have a little girl in the family.
Have you ever thought of switching to the operatic field?
Oh, yes. I've had my mad moments.
You mean you've really experimented with arias?
Oh, but didn't you know? Only recently I've been dabbling in a ditty which is known in certain devil-may-care circles as the opera star's delight.
I'm afraid I've missed that.
Well, you must have heard accentuate the positive. LSMFT. At the moment, however, I'm positive it'll be a distinct pleasure to hear your rendition of Vicidarte. I live for out Puccini's La Tosca.
in my mind.
That was really lovely, Florence. Thank you a lot. You know, I got to be gamer than Commando Kelly to sing after that, but I'm programmed here, and by grannies, I'll perform. Hey, John, in honor of station WOW of Omaha, they're celebrating their 22nd anniversary. Happy 22nd, WOW. After a while, when you're weary of lips that are fancy-free, maybe you long for me. After a while, after a while, when you're lonely, nobody else will do. Maybe I'll hear from you after a while. Why go on chasing rainbows? Stop reaching for a star. Sometimes your dreams will find you. Just look behind you, and there you are. I'll try to smile and pretend that we never have been apart. Maybe I'll fool my heart after a while. I'll try to smile and pretend that we never have been apart. Maybe I'll fool my heart after a while. Don't need to tell you how big the King Cole Trio is. Their platters are snapped up whenever they're released. They got big by being great. They're great instrumentalists, they're great singers, they have great ideas and great style. They're great instrumentalists, they're great singers, they have great ideas and great style. What with theaters, nightclubs, and pictures, they're working the full 24 daily. Doing all these things at once, how do you boys feel?
Beat.
You're really working plenty, huh?
Yeah, sometimes I feel just like the nursery rhyme.
Nursery rhyme, meaning?
Old King Cole.
Old King Cole. Is it a solid fact that you cats can beat the chops, lace the boots, and knock the licks out groovy as a movie while jiving in the coming-on fashion?
That is precisely the situation.
I see what you mean. You know, even the long-hairs snap their caps when you boys are having a ball. They say that you particularly have remarkable glissandos and very noticeable cadenzas.
Is that good?
Is that good? Man, that not only is good, that is murderistic. How's for hitting us with Paper Moon?
But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. It is only canvas sky sailing over muslin sea. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Without your love, it's a heartbeat conquering. Without your love, it's a melody played on a penny arcade. It's the Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me. Your love, it's a heartbeat conquering. Without your love, it's a melody played on a penny arcade. It's the Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believe in me.
Thank you, King. That was great. You really cooked up a storm. Let us take half a mo now for a culinary communique from my worthy colleague who knows about nutrients. Take it, colleague.
At the food store, whenever you find a package of genuine Velveeta, remember that it's one of the protein foods that's so extra precious these days. Use the Velveeta you get as a protein food in lunchbox meals or in hot dishes. Nutritious, smooth-melting Velveeta is a natural right now for solving the main dish problem. For instance, melt Velveeta for a rich cheese sauce to serve with any leftover ham or chicken or veal you're lucky enough to have. Or pour that delicious Velveeta sauce on eggs or fish or over a vegetable combination. Another grand trick is to mix the cheese sauce into fluffy rice or macaroni. In any case, Velveeta adds protein, milk minerals, food energy, vitamin A, riboflavin, and wonderful flavor as well. Remember, of course, it's genuine Velveeta you want, to be sure of smooth melting every time. Keep on the watch for it at your food store. The yellow package marked Velveeta.
You belong to my heart now and forever, and our love had its start not long ago. We were gathering stars while a million guitars played our love song. When I said I love you, every bit of my heart said it too. 'Twas a moment like this. Do you remember? And your eyes threw a kiss when they met mine. Now we own all the stars and a million guitars are still playing. Darling, you are the song, and you'll always belong to my heart.
This evening's medley of tunes derives from a Paramount flicker. thing called The Road to Zanzibar, in which I was involved, as well as was the lovely Dottie L'Amour, plus a lad who supplied what might be generously described as comedy relief. Let me see, what was his name? Barney Dean?
No, it wasn't him.
Sam Bagley?
No. Could it have been Bob Hope?
Of course, Kenneth. How can I ever thank you?
Oh, it's nothing, really.
Throw those right in there. Well, this cinematic Lulu was destined to be one of a series of road pictures, fated to finish probably with Hit the Road, you bum.
Well, there's a road picture still to be released, isn't there, Bing?
Oh, but yes.
Road to Utopia?
Mhm.
Is that a sequel?
Same general setup.
Paramount, of course.
Same studio.
Actually, Hope's in it, too.
Same joke.
Well, I'll be looking forward to it if the songs are as swell as the Johnny Bird, Jimmy Van Heusen Zanzibar tunes, such as You Lucky People, You.
Are you wearing old dreams breaking out at the seams? That should be new. And have I got the bargain? You lucky people, you. Then the number to see is a loungeabout free with blossoms too. And the price fits your pocket. You lucky people, you. Now here's a green velvet landscape, and to prove I'm no road, I'll add a smart-looking rainbow like to be pictured in bold. I've a wonderful buy in a wraparound sky of moonlight blue, and it's yours for a love song, you lucky people, you.
Well, let's see here. The next ditty is titled Birds of a Feather.
Yes, and Ken, I have bad news for you.
What's that?
Birds of a Feather was a duet.
Oh, no.
I need someone to do Hope's part.
Oh, no.
Yes, you must mix with me. Come in.
No,
Climb in.
Bing, no, really. Don't you think I'm too straight to take Bob's place?
Not too straight, maybe too young.
Well, as long as you put it that way, I'm willing to try.
Good boy, good boy. What man has done, man can do.
Yes, but I'm liable to lose my amateur standing around
Oh,
here.
fear not. Do you ring around the rosy?
To be sure.
Not really.
Oh, yes.
Oh, how cozy. Don't you think that makes us birds of a feather? He's in a pod and such.
Do you like your hankies flimsy?
Must be.
Not really.
On my honor.
Oh, what whimsy. Can't you see that makes us birds of a feather? Be in a pod and such.
Oh, goodness me, this is fate. You as fence, I as gate.
You as hunky, I as dory.
I free right.
Won't we look great?
Do you care for fun and folly?
Mustn't.
Not really.
Oh, may we?
Okay.
Well, you know that makes us birds of a feather. Be in a pod and such.
Oh, boy. Now I guess Ozzie and Harriet will save their money, huh?
Well, I know I shouldn't have sung, Bing, but,
Go on, say it.
I've said it. I know I shouldn't have sung.
You remember that big dramatic business in Zanzibar when Hope saved Dottie and me from disaster by wrestling with an ape?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Did Bob win?
Well, it was a little hard to tell from that distance. The camera was back quite a ways. You couldn't tell who was on top there for a while.
Whenever it's early twilight, I watch till a star breaks through. Funny, it's not a star I see. It's always you. Whenever I roll through roses, and lately I often do. Honey, it's not a rose I touch, it's always you. If a breeze caresses me, it's really you strolling by. And if I hear a melody, it's merely the way you sigh. Wherever you are, you're near me. time I fall in love, it's
winds up this evening's craft music hall doing, friends. We're privileged to announce as our special guest next week the brilliant operatic and film star Gladys Swarthout. Adios for now.
Remember next week our distinguished guest will be the Metropolitan Diva and film star, glamorous Gladys Swarthout. Lady, are you having trouble with main dishes? Then get Kraft Dinner at your nearby food store. Kraft Dinner, the delicious macaroni and cheese that cooks in 7 minutes. For just 1 ration point, you get 2 boxes of Kraft Dinner. The folks will love this fluffy-like macaroni with the rich cheddar cheese flavor. You'll love its speed of preparation and the smart ideas for serving it printed on every box. Tomorrow, get Kraft Dinner. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
when the blue of the night meets the gold of the day. Someone waits for me.
It's Bing Crosby in the Kraft Music Hall with John Scott Trotter and his orchestra and chorus, Eugenie Baird, the Charioteers, and Bing's distinguished guests, Florence Alba, who made her professional debut here 3 weeks ago, and Carmen Cavallero, famous orchestra leader and pianist extraordinaire. And here's Bing Crosby.
Salt and pepper. You dropping that, old boy. Candy, call me sugar candy, 'cause I'm sweet on candy. Candy's sweet on me. She understands me, my understanding candy, and candy's always handy when I need sympathy. I wish that there were more of her, so I could love much more of her. She has taken my complete heart and got a sweet tune for my sweetheart. Candy, gonna be just dandy the day I take my candy and make her mine, all mine. If there were more of her, so I could love much more of her. She has taken my complete heart, got a sweet tune for my sweetheart. Candy, gonna be just dandy the day I take my candy and make her mine, all mine. Candy will be mine, all mine. Before Eugenie Baird revives an Irving Berlin favorite all by myself, here's my pet pal prepared to parse a few succulent salads and enter the salad season. Well, Kenneth?
Mm-hmm. These are the days when spring fever's in the air, when appetites turn listless and meals may seem dull. So as you do your planning, remember what a lift a salad gives a meal. There's come on just in the sight of a crisp, cool salad. Kraft Music. Zesty flavor in every forkful when the dressing is Miracle Whip. If you've never tasted Miracle Whip salad dressing, you honestly don't know what a treat you've got in store. For Miracle Whip is a unique type of dressing. It's made by a secret recipe mixed in a patented beater. Combining the qualities of old-fashioned boil dressing and fine mayonnaise, it gives you a just right flavor that millions prefer. Yes, plain salads or party salads, they all taste better than ever with the one and only Miracle Whip.
What'll I do? I need somebody who can sympathize with me. I'm getting so tired of living alone. I lie awake all night and all by myself in the morning, all by myself in the night. I sit alone in a cozy Morris chair, so unhappy there, playing solitaire, all by myself. I get lonely watching the clock on the shelf. I'd love to rest my weary head on somebody's shoulder. I hate to grow older. All by myself.
Very sweet, Eugenie. If you grow any older all by yourself, it will be a bitter indictment of our time. You know, the Charioteers are pretty handy with any kind of a song, but in my opinion, they really stand out when they sing it spiritual. Tonight, it's I'm a-Rollin'. I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin' through this unfriendly world. I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin' through this unfriendly world. Oh, I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin' through this unfriendly world. Oh, I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin' through this unfriendly world. Oh, brothers, won't you help me? Oh, brothers, won't you help me to pray? Oh, brothers, won't you help me?
Help me in the service of the Lord. I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin' through this unfriendly world. Oh, I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin' through this unfriendly world. Oh, sisters, won't you help me? Oh, sisters, won't you help me to pray? Oh, sisters, won't you help me? Help me in the service of the Lord. Oh, I'm a-rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin' through this unfriendly world. Oh, I'm a-rollin', rollin', rollin', I'm a-rollin' through this unfriendly world.
Beautifully done, men, and thank you. A fine popular pianist joins us tonight, a big recording man for years. His silken style and impeccable musical taste impelled his appearance in 2 films recently, which you'll soon see and applaud. The Diamond Horseshoe from 20th Century Fox, and Out of This World from my enclosure, dear old Paramount. Right now, Carmen Caballero is going to play a little Jerome Kern for us. That was real nice, Carmen, real nice. You'll have a good deal of difficulty following that with anything. What do you propose?
Well, Bing, I'd like to play an original. A poet plays Boogie Woogie.
Well, everybody else does. I don't know why we should shut the poet out. The poet plays Boogie Woogie. Good. Thank you, Carmen Cavallero. That was as pleasant a musical interlude as we've ever had here in the hall. Johnny Burke and Jimmy Van Heusen, close acquaintances of mine, threw a very fine song into a recent moving picture called The Great John Hill, a picture with which one of the country's more mature crooners had, shall we say, a small proprietary interest. The song is following immediately. Just say that I'm a friend of yours, and maybe they won't get wild. And if they see us together, I'll brush the dreams from my eyes. I'll tell my heart it mustn't sing the song of remember when. Just say that I'm a friend of yours, that you happen to meet again. We're most happy to welcome back for her second KMH appearance the lyric dramatic soprano Florence Alba, San Francisco girl who was a considerable hit in her initial bow here. Florence brings a romantic touch to our Thursday clocks with Victor Herbert's Dine Alone from Eileen, Miss Florence Alba.
That my eyes look on me
Soundly done, Florence, Alba, bravissimo. A slight pause now for season's identification by a man who can really identify something to fortify. What is that?
With the shortages of so many foods you want and the scarcity of red points besides, I expect most of you ladies are finding main dishes a problem. So here's a helpful suggestion. Hearty salads make first-rate main dishes, and they needn't cost a single point. A deviled egg salad, for instance, or fresh shrimps, or tomatoes stuffed with cottage cheese. Any of those can qualify for the star role on your menu. But remember, the dressing makes the salad, and millions prefer the one and only Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip salad dressing has a different, just right flavor that makes it America's favorite. It's not too bland and not too sharp. It's delicate yet lively. No other salad dressing gives you this perfection of flavor, for Miracle Whip is made by a secret recipe. And its texture is special, too. Kraft uses a patented beater that gives surprising smoothness. If you want to find out how really delicious even everyday salads can be, just taste them with Miracle Whip. It's the most popular salad dressing ever created.
This heart of mine was doing very well. The world was fine as far as I could tell. And then quite suddenly I met you, and I dreamed of gay amours. At dawn I woke up singing sentimental overture. This heart of mine is gaily dancing now. I taste the wine of real romancing now. Somehow this crazy world has taken on a wonderful design. As long as life endures, it's yours, this heart of mine.
Tonight's cinematic medley is derived from Universal's smash hit, East Side of Heaven, in which countless moviegoers were thrilled by a performance which set the critics raving that Here at Last is Academy Award material.
Oh, now, don't lose your head, Kenneth. Don't go overboard. Really, it was...
Yes, it was a performance that audiences acclaimed for its sincerity, simplicity, and genuine histrionics.
Oh, now, Kenneth, I merely did the best I could under the circumstances. Only one camera, no Technicolor. I just...
No, hold everything, Big, please. I was referring to Baby Sandy.
Picture politics, huh? They've touched you.
You didn't think I meant you, did you?
Well, whatever gave you that idea?
Oh,
say not. Regardless, though, I was in the picture. And if you didn't bend down to tie your shoelace, perhaps you remember this little ditty, which by a strange coincidence bears the same name as the title. Remember? I know an angel on the east side of heaven lives in a third-story room. We meet on a rooftop and dream in the dark when the lights of New York are in bloom. All through the daytime it's the same old Manhattan,
But evening again sets me free when I turn off Broadway to the east side of heaven, where an angel waits for me.
Yes, it all comes back to me now.
You remember?
Yeah, that was the movie wherein you played a singing cab driver.
Singing cab driver, yeah. I lost many a tip that way, too.
Well, you know, driving a cab has its points. One could really learn about human nature.
Let's not forget about making love, too.
Yeah?
Sailors use cabs, you know. Plenty of maneuvers. Hang your heart on a hickory limb when love is passing by. Then you won't know the sadness in a sigh. Hang your heart on a hickory limb when spring is in the air. Then you won't be a victim of despair. You can laugh at sweethearts whose sorrow and swoon. They like Sinatra, they trusted the moon. Hang your heart on a hickory limb unless you feel like me, that love is worth the trouble it can be. This next tune is one that I used when I sang Baby Sandy to sleep. Sang this song.
You're just the guy that can do it, all right.
Quite a slumber party. The audience joined in one show. I'll never forget.
I was only kidding. I remember that scene with Baby Sandy very well and all the confusion that was caused by not knowing whether Baby Sandy was a boy or girl.
Didn't fool me for a minute.
No?
No, she didn't wear brass knuckles. I knew it was no boy.
Well, I particularly like the scene where you find Baby Sandy in your cab and then without a moment's hesitation decide that the best idea would be to have the little girl at your home.
An idea I still fondly cherish. That sly old gentleman from Featherbed Lane is watching. He's peeking through your window pane. He's gathered sand from the sky that glitters and gleams. He'll sprinkle your eyes with dreams. He'll make your little heart so happy and gay. Who'll ride our rocking horse along the Milky Way? Why stay away? Let her take that slumber train with the sly old gentleman from Featherbed That does it for the nonce in the old music hall, friends. We'll be singing a big hello next Hebdomad at the same time with more of the same in addition to a return engagement of the King Cole Trio. Guarantee you they'll cook up quite a thing for you. Good night for now.
Tune in to Kraft Music Hall next Thursday night at the same time with Bing Crosby, John Scott Trotter, his orchestra and chorus, Eugenie Baird, and the Charioteers. Among other songs, Bing will sing Sentimental Journey, and as our special guest, the King Cole Trio.
Youngsters get hungry at all hours, and when they do, treat them to Pabst-ett, the delicious golden cheese food. You can just bet they'll like Pabst-ett. It's so rich in cheddar cheese flavor, so easy to digest. Children simply love Pabst-ett spread on crackers or bread. And remember, Pabst-ett is equally delicious, melted into a luscious cheese sauce, toasted for sandwiches, or served in wedges with fruit or pie for dessert. Don't forget to buy Pabst-ett. Add delicious, nourishing Pabst-ett cheese food to your shopping list tomorrow.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
In my dreams last night.
When the blue of the night meets the gold of the day, Hank will hit about 40 or 50 home runs this year.
This is Bob Murphy welcoming you to Philco Radio Time, produced and transcribed in New York with John Scott Trotter and his orchestra and Bing's guests, the Charlie Monianti Quartet and Miss Margaret O'Brien. Tonight's program is being given before an audience of veterans of Army and Navy hospitals in the New York City area. And now here he is with a golf club in one hand, a ball bat in the other, and a fishing rod over each ear, Bing Crosby.
Thank you, Bob, for that big field and stream introduction, but despite my desire for the great open spaces, I must tell you that I do hit some spots in the big city occasionally myself.
Well, look, what have you been doing around New York, Bing?
Well, I went over to the Stork Club, sang a verse and one chorus of Address Unknown to the Stork.
Good idea.
I think I got him fooled. Then I went up to the top of the Empire State Building, then down to the bottom of the subway, then up to the top of the Empire State Building, then down to the bottom of the subway, up to the top of the Empire State, back down to the bottom of the subway.
Wait, just a minute here. What are you dashing up and down so much for?
I was chasing my Hooper rating.
Oh.
Elusive old thing. Anyhow, Bob, just to show that there are no hard feelings, here is a number for Mr. Hooper and all his little telephone callers. That's how much I love you. If I had a nickel, I know what I would do. I'd spend it all for candy, and I'd give it all to you. I'd spend it all for candy, and I'd give it all to you. 'Cause that's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love you. If you were a picture, I'd hang you on the wall. Sit back where I could see you, and I'd never move at all. Sit back where I could see you, and I'd never move at all. 'Cause that's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love you. If you were a tiger, I'd hang around your den, and I'd pester you, my honey, until you let me in. I'd pester you, my honey, until you let me in. 'Cause that's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love you. If you were a horsefly and I an old gray mare, I'd stand and let you bite me, and I'd never move a hair. I'd stand and let you bite me, and I'd never move a hair. 'Cause that's how much I love you, baby. That's how much I love you.
Bing.
Now, what's your problem?
Deafening, old
Come
man.
in.
I hope this won't come as too much of a shock to you, but
Yeah?
we're not going to talk about the 1201 tonight.
No shock at all, Ace. We'll simply talk about the Philco Portable.
No portable either, Bing.
No?
Orders from headquarters.
Not mention the portable? How am I going to go home to my little cubicle in the Seamen's Rescue Mission tonight, face my Philco Portable, unless we say a few words about it now?
Well, look, Bing, Philco wants us to talk about a terrific new Philco radio phonograph instead.
Sorry, Ace, I'm sticking with the portable.
But look, Bing, I'm sure you'll learn to love this new Philco radio phonograph. It's got a brand new automatic record changer. It's loaded with power, and its performance is out of this world. You never heard such marvelous tone from a table model before.
Well, if it plays on pool tables, send one to Hope. He can listen to a little music while he's clipping his friends. That's how he pays for all his parties, you know.
Bing,
That's how he gets the nut back.
Does he really?
Yes, clips it on the pool table.
Does he really cheat
Get a little
at pool?
game. Well, no, he doesn't cheat, but I can't see how it can be accidental every time he brushes the 9-ball into the side pocket with his elbow. He'll find a way to beat that new Philco record changer, too.
You'll have to go some to do it, Bing.
He's an adroit boy.
The record changer on this great Philco table model is really a honey, Bing. Handles up to 12 records, slick and quick. Be sure to see this sensational new table model radio phonograph at your Philco dealers now. It's the newest thing in radio from Philco, the leader.
If this isn't love, the whole world is crazy. If this isn't love, I'm daft as a daisy. With moons all around and cows jumping over, there's something amiss, and I'll eat my hat if this isn't love. I'm feeling like the apple on top of William Tell. With this I cannot grapple because you're so adorable. If this isn't love, then winter is summer. If this isn't love, my heart needs a plumber. I'm swinging on stars, I'm riding on rainbows, I'm busting with bliss, and I'll kiss your hand if this isn't love.
The other answer, man. While I was ad-libbing around NBC the other afternoon. ABC, rather. Why do I say NBC? I must have lost my entire mind. I did, though, happen to lay the Erie on a very wonderful new instrumental group. They're new collectively, but individually, all have been stars for years. Charlie Magnanti, who heads up this coterie, played accordion for Whiteman when Venuti Lang, Teagarden, and Beiderbecke worked for Paul. Supporting Charlie in this group are Tom Mottola guitar, George Wright organ and piano, and Bobby Haggart, ace arranger, concert whistler, and bass fiddler from Bro Bob's old band. They have really something dazzling worked out for you on Minute Waltz. Very good, Charlie. That was very good, Charlie and group. I clocked you in 1:30 on Minute Waltz. I don't know if that's a track record or not, but it's a mighty stylish rendition. And now here's a tune I attempted some weeks ago. Steady. I attempted this tune some weeks ago, but now I'm going to sing it like I've never sang it before, because I didn't sing it before. I got all mixed up in this tune. John Scott, see if you can carry me through time after time. Will you?